Hey, Hideki-sensei, good morning.
Hideki-sensei, let's play together.
As they call my name, the kids from the Momo class, or preschoolers, gathered around me. My name is Hideki Nakagawa, aka Hideki-sensei. I'm a 26-year-old childcare worker. Hideki-sensei, what are we doing today? Let's play in the garden. I'll bring out lots of toys too. This is my 6th year, and while many of my fellow teachers have quit, I still find this job fulfilling and spend every day happily with the children.
Sensei, let's play in the sandbox.
Yeah, what should we play? A downtown-style heartwarming izakaya role-playing. That's such a weirdly specific game.
Hideki-sensei, we're having snack time in the Sakura class. Want to join us with the Momo class?
Thank you, Shiori-sensei. Yay, snack time! The smiling voice came from Shiori Kobayashi-sensei. She's the homeroom teacher for the Sakura class, our oldest kids. She's one of the few coworkers who started with me, and we've always gotten along well, but it's more than that. You're so kind and amazing as always, Shiori-sensei. Truth is, I've had a crush on her, and today might be my chance. Why? Because... Shiori-sensei, weren't you off at 5 today?
Yeah, you too, right, Hideki-sensei?
Exactly. We're on the same shift today. Since we're leaving at the same time, I thought I'd be brave and invite her to a cafe. Shiori-sensei, are you free after this? Want to go to a cafe or something? After work, I mustered my courage and asked her.
Huh? Really? I'd love to.
For real? That's great. Turns out, I had nothing to worry about. She seemed genuinely happy.
No way. You watched that video too? I always thought we had a lot in common.
Being in the same field means we have lots to talk about. But more than that, we even like the same things. Yeah, totally. Let's watch it together next time.
Yeah. Let's laugh together.
Seeing her laugh at my words made me feel so happy. Spending time with her was even better than I imagined. After a few more dates... Shiori-sensei, if it's okay, would you be my girlfriend?
Huh? Me?
Heart pounding, I finally confessed the feelings I'd been holding in. And then...
Yes. If you're okay with me.
Shiori blushed and accepted my feelings. And so, Shiori and I started dating. March ended, the new school year began. I got moved up with the Sakura class. Shiori was now in charge of the Ume class, the youngest. We were both super busy. Shiori-sensei, about the birthday party this month.
I was just going to ask you about that. I think the hall would be a good spot.
Even so, we supported each other in work and in life, and made it through the hectic season. But once spring passed and summer came, things started to change. Shiori-sensei's so pretty, huh?
Hey there.
A man picking up his kid was being overly familiar with Shiori. Honestly, it looked a lot like flirting. That man was Yuto Kikuchi, father of Rika, who's in the Ume class. I'd heard he'd finalized his divorce a few months back. Lately, he's been the one picking up Rika.
Papa, let's go home already.
Huh? Why? Isn't it fun being with Shiori-sensei? After splitting with my wife, Rika wouldn't leave my side. Maybe I should have taken custody after all.
Yuto seemed cheerful, but Rika clearly just wanted to go home.
Shiori-sensei, how about dinner sometime? I know a great place.
I've got work.
Then let's plan something when things settle down. I'll look forward to it.
With that, Kikuchi left, happily holding Rika's hand. A handsome elite from a major company, he's got the specs. Watching someone like that hitting on her, I couldn't say I wasn't worried. That day, I walked home with Shiori. You okay with how Kikuchi acted earlier?
Rika's dad? He's been like that lately. Really
Huh?
I mean, yeah, it's kinda annoying.
Her awkward reply stuck with me, but I was more worried about her, so I asked more. Want me to step in next time?
It's fine. Might just be a joke, you know?
Shiori tried to play it off cheerfully, but it clearly wasn't just a joke. Maybe she's trying to stay strong so I won't worry. As a friend, as her boyfriend, I'd seen her smile no matter how tough things got. Okay, but seriously, if it gets bad, tell me. I'll come running.
Hideki-sensei. Thanks.
The way she clung to my arm, looking so happy, was adorable. It made my worries fade. Doesn't matter if the other guy's better than me. I'll trust the one who smiles at me, and I swore to protect her no matter what. But as if mocking my feelings, Kikuchi kept hitting on her.
Do you watch those romance manga everyone's into, Shiori-sensei?
Yeah, sort of.
I love them too. Wanna watch together at my place? Rika would love it too.
He acts like he's thinking of his daughter, but the ulterior motive is obvious. Man, this is bad. If this keeps up, I really might have to step in. When I was thinking that, I noticed a suspicious eye peeking through the staff room door. It turned out to be... Huh? The principal. That's kinda scary.
Oh? Sorry.
Our daycare's top figure, the principal, seems like she's also concerned about Kikuchi.
Actually, this isn't the first time something like this has happened with him.
What? Really?
Back when Rika was in the 1-year-old class, Kikuchi came to observe the class. While the mom was watching Rika, the dad was chatting up a female staff member.
Oh, now that you mention it, I remember seeing Kikuchi talk to a new trainee during her orientation. It had been years ago, so I'd forgotten, but Kikuchi had always been that type. Will Shiori be okay?
Well, if it's Shiori, she'll be fine. Honestly, he picked the wrong person.
Huh? What do you mean?
No. Anyway, if this keeps going, maybe I'll step in myself.
While wondering about the principal's vague comment, I kept watch at the entrance until Kikuchi left. The next evening, another staff member announces Rika's pickup, and Shiori goes to handle it. Maybe Kikuchi will finally give up. But that thought was short-lived.
Shiori, about that love romance manga you mentioned, wanna come read it at my place?
Clearly, Kikuchi's persistence wasn't ordinary. Then, just as I was watching the scene unfold...
Rika's dad? I'm sorry, but could we have a quick chat?
The principal steps in and leads Kikuchi to the meeting room.
I'll stay and play with Rika then.
We've been listening to your conversations with Shiori over the past few days. I'm sorry, but we'd appreciate it if you refrained from engaging with our staff beyond what's necessary. To be frank, it's bordering on flirting.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Kikuchi seems a bit flustered as the principal gives a firm warning. She's always stepping up to protect us staff. It's no wonder she's so trusted. In the end, Kikuchi received a stern warning and reluctantly left with Rika.
I made it clear, but guys like that tend to repeat themselves. If anything else happens, call me right away.
Thank you, Principal.
That's a relief for now, though maybe the one most relieved is you, Hideki.
Seems like our relationship is already out in the open. I nodded awkwardly.
Think Rika's dad will back off now? Sorry for worrying you.
After work, once again, Shiori and I walk home together. Nah, you didn't flinch at all, and that honesty made me fall for you even more. You're stronger than I expected, Shiori.
Maybe a little.
Feeling truly relieved, my steps felt lighter than usual. Then Shiori spoke with a serious look.
Hideki, do you dislike strong women?
Not at all. I think women with strength and conviction are amazing. But why do you ask?
No reason. Hey, want to stop by our usual cafe?
As if to shift the mood, Shiori walks off with a spring in her step. Each day, I find myself more drawn to her. This woman who never wavers no matter who comes onto her. Friday, the weekend. It's past 6 p.m. Extended daycare hours have started. The kids who are usually picked up late tend to be the same. But sometimes there's a child who's late unexpectedly. Huh? Rika, is your dad running late today?
Yeah, he said he'd be late today.
Rika was unusually still in the classroom at this hour. A few kids are still playing in the classroom with friends. But Rika was reading a picture book by herself. What do you do with your dad on daycare holidays? I sat beside her and asked as we looked at the book together.
Dad's not around even on days off. So I always play with Grandma and Grandpa.
Huh? Not even on weekends? I know he works at a big company, but is it that intense? Does your dad always work weekends?
Yeah, he said he's busy. Even at home, he's always on the phone with someone.
I see. Work calls, maybe.
Not sure, but he sounds happy when he's talking.
I see. It sounds like a lonely situation, but Rika talks about it calmly. You want to play with your dad too, huh? Must be lonely. I said gently, and Rika answered in a slightly brighter voice.
No, I'm okay, because I believe in him.
Huh? Believe in what? I was about to ask more when...
Ah, Hideki, you're off now, right? I'll take over here. Rika, want to go have your afternoon snack?
A staff member on the late shift came to relieve me.
Yeah, I'm going. See you tomorrow, Hideki.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. I was still curious about what Rika said, but I smiled and waved back. Afterward, I met up with Shiori, who'd been waiting near the daycare.
Hey, I've got work tomorrow, but want to grab dinner after?
Of course, I'll wait at the station. Forgetting the day's fatigue, we happily chatted about our plans as we walked into the night.
Why is he with Shiori?
Unaware that Kikuchi had seen us, though maybe we'd just been lucky not to be seen before. And then came Saturday, as the sun began to set. I figured Shiori would be heading over from work around now, so I made my way to the station.
Hideki.
I unexpectedly ran into Kikuchi in plain clothes, but Rika wasn't with him. He seemed to be alone. Come to think of it, Rika said her dad wasn't around on weekends either.
Hey, what exactly is your relationship with Shiori?
Huh?
You walked home with her last night, didn't you? Why the hell were you with her?
We walked together because it's dangerous at night. I judged that telling him we were dating on my own would be a bad move, so I went with a neutral answer. Then...
If you're not her boyfriend, could you not get so close to Shiori? She seemed pretty bothered too, you know. Try thinking about how she feels for once.
Is he seriously throwing a boomerang like that without realizing it? Even as he vented his jealous rage, I kept calm and assessed the situation. Thanks for your concern, but I haven't done anything to make her uncomfortable.
Huh, that's just what you think. You're the only one who...
Hideki's right.
Shiori, good work today. Shiori, just off work, showed up right on time. Looks like she'd overheard us.
Actually, I'm glad you're here, Shiori. I just want you to know, I want to protect you.
Protect me?
I think he's getting too close to you. When I saw you two walking together, I could tell immediately. He's clearly got ulterior motives. Guys who cling like that, they always cheat. He'll betray you before long.
Kikuchi kept ranting, completely ignoring his own behavior. Thinking he had the upper hand, he kept running his mouth smugly.
Hideki's not like that at all.
Standing in front of me, Shiori raised her voice at Kikuchi.
Hideki is kind, honest, and frankly way too good for me. He's a wonderful boyfriend.
Boyfriend?
That's right. Is there a problem?
Surprised by the unusual assertive Shiori, I realized I didn't need to stay quiet after all.
Besides, as you probably know, I'm the elite one here. I clearly have more potential. I'm the one who's clearly more suited for her.
I've heard you work at a big company, but that alone doesn't measure your worth to her.
Jealous much? That's kind of pathetic, man.
If I react here, he wins, so I kept calm. But next to me, I could feel Shiori burning with fury, just as I thought this is bad.
Hideki, Shiori!
Rika came running toward us, waving. Rika? What are you doing here? Are you alone?
Rika, weren't you supposed to be at Grandpa's place?
Caught off guard by his daughter's sudden appearance, Kikuchi panicked. Then...
Rika, wait up. Oh, Rika, come on. Mommy's still recovering. Don't go running off like that.
Huh? Rika's mom?
Shiori! Hideki, it's been a while.
The woman who appeared was Yuko, Rika's mother and Kikuchi's ex-wife.
Yuko? What are you doing here? You're supposed to be in the hospital.
Kikuchi looked even more shocked than us at Yuko's sudden appearance.
I was discharged yesterday. I thought I told you. Didn't you check?
What? You did?
Oh, yes. Though honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if you didn't care enough to check.
Apparently, Rika's mom had gotten sick from the stress of the divorce proceedings and was hospitalized.
More importantly, where were you planning to go leaving Rika alone on a Saturday evening? Your parents were worried. They kept checking on me while I was hospitalized, saying they couldn't trust you with Rika.
What's it matter where I go? I'm busy, alright? Rika gets that too.
You really think it's okay to push your convenience onto your young daughter like that? Your parents told me everything. They said you constantly left Rika with them. They came to the hospital multiple times apologizing, saying we're sorry for our useless son.
Well, what's wrong with that? Rika said she wanted to be with me, right, Rika?
Kikuchi tried to confirm with Rika, but...
I didn't say that!
Huh?
I never said I wanted to be with you.
Huh? But you said you wanted to live with me.
I only said that because Mommy looked really sick. She told me she'd get better and come pick me up, so I waited and believed in her.
Hearing that, I remembered the day Rika said because I believe. Now it made sense. The one Rika believed in was her mom, who had promised to come get her.
I know, Dad. I know you didn't take care of Mom. That's why you broke up, right? I get it. I want to live with Mom. You like Shiori more than me anyway, so it's fine, right?
No way.
Kids see more than we think. Rika followed her feelings and chose her mother. Kikuchi was stunned by her blunt words.
Shiori, Rika told me. I'm sorry for all the trouble he caused you.
Oh, no. Really, it's all over now.
Seems like Rika told her mom about Kikuchi's creepy flirting.
Hey, wait a second. I didn't do anything.
Kikuchi tries to defend himself, but Yuko shoots him a sharp glare.
It's too late for excuses. Rika told me everything. How you were bothering Shiori with your advances. How you're always chatting cheerfully with other women on the phone too. You've always had a thing for women, haven't you?
Don't go believing everything a kid says.
If you can't believe your own child, who can you believe? I trust Rika more than I trust you.
Just as I was moved by a mother's love, I suddenly felt a murderous aura from the side like I never felt before.
Don't believe what a child says, huh? And you think you have the right to say that after neglecting your wife and child to flirt with other women.
The source of the killing aura was Shiori. Behind her cold eyes blazed the fire of fury.
Shiori? No, I didn't mean it like that.
Then what did you mean? Don't tell me you're suddenly Mr. Loyal after messing with all those women.
Ah!
I had never seen this side of Shiori. This wasn't just anger, this was...
You got all cocky just because I was nice to you. I don't need some arrogant, fake elite like you. You don't even come close to my boyfriend, not even a millimeter. My heart never wavered, not once. And yet you kept pushing and pushing. What's in that skull of yours, stuffing?
Sorry.
Yuto literally trembled, teeth chattering, unable to do anything in the face of Shiori's intensity.
Alimony for Yuko, child support for Rika. If you try to run, you know what will happen, right?
Of course.
That's all we'll need from you from now on. Don't ever come near us again.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
I'd kind of suspected something, but yeah, Shiori was definitely an ex-delinquent. And so the incident came to a close with Kikuchi sobbing and begging for forgiveness. After that, Rika started living with her mom Yuko. Kikuchi apparently tried calling a few times, but she's been completely ignoring him. He was properly charged alimony and child support and was fully cut off afterward. Rika, how's your dad doing?
Huh? No idea.
Seems Rika has no interest anymore. Later, he was found loitering near the daycare and reported by the principal. Since then, Yuko's been the one picking up Rika at daycare.
All right, Shiori, Hideki. The secret to a good relationship is...
Maybe not the best place to talk about that. And so Yuko, who now fully supports her relationship, started giving us love advice regularly. Healthy again and happily living with her daughter, Yuko always wore a warm smile. As for us, on the walk home after that wild incident, Shiori finally opened up to me. She told me she actually used to be a delinquent. Apparently, the principal knew too. Now I get why she said Shiori will be fine. Yeah, that was the first time I'd seen that side of her.
Sorry. It's a turnoff, right? A former delinquent?
Shiori looked down, disheartened, but I took her hand and looked straight into her eyes. Seeing how you never wavered, even when others flirted with you, that made me fall for you even more. You're kind, honest, and strong. I want to cherish you more than anyone. Delinquent or not, you're still you.
What? My name?
I've always called you teacher, but I thought maybe when it's just us, is that okay? She turned bright red over something so simple. Honestly, I wanted to shout to the world how cute my ex-delinquent girlfriend is. Keep trusting me and showing me your real self, okay? Just like Yuko said.
Yeah, you're right. The secret to a good relationship is to never betray your partner, and to believe in each other. I believe in you more than anyone, Hideki.
Whoa, hearing your name from the one you love, way more precious than I imagined. And then, a few years later, by continuing to trust each other, we eventually got married. Back then, we had no idea that we'd go on to build such a happy family together.
That spring, an outrageous new hire joined our company.
All right. This is the desk area where you'll be working starting next week, Ichinose. You might feel a bit lost at first, but if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to talk to me.
Yes, thank you very much.
Guided by the head of sales, the one who arrived was Chisato Ichinose. Apparently, she was assigned as a clerical worker in the sales department as a new graduate. Her striking beauty caused a faint stir in the office atmosphere.
Whoa, I've never seen someone that beautiful in real life before.
She's gorgeous. I wonder what skincare she uses.
As everyone murmured, one man cast a particularly rude gaze at her. Is she the new girl? She's super hot. I totally want a girlfriend like that. That man was Ryo Saiki, a supervisor in the sales department and 1 year senior to me. Though his personality was problematic, he was popular for his looks and a top performer. And now, it seemed he had already set his sights on Ichinose. You're the new hire joining sales, right? Wow, you've really got presence.
Thank you.
I'm Saiki from Sales Section 2. Nice to meet you, fellow team member. Getting right to it, mind if we exchange contacts? No need to be formal. Let's get along.
Sorry, please use company chat or email for work-related communication.
Haha, aren't you being a bit stiff? What, am I making you nervous or something? I'm your senior, you know.
If there's nothing else, I'll be on my way.
Without turning back once, Ichinose walked away from Saiki. He probably hadn't experienced many rejections that direct before. Saiki twisted his lips slightly and looked irritated. Saiki, sorry. I kind of overheard that just now. And the one who just happened to witness the entire exchange was me, Yuma Kobayashi. A gloomy, ultra-introverted 29-year-old nobody working in the IT department. Honestly, I'd rather avoid Saiki at all costs. But pretending I didn't see anything would leave an even worse taste, so I mustered up the courage to speak. Oh, it's you, glasses guy. What do you want? She looked pretty uncomfortable. Don't you think that was kind of inappropriate? What's this? The morality police? Don't tell me you're into her too. No, that's not it. Just, I think pressing like that isn't okay. Huh, wow. Guess it's true that losers love butting into other people's love lives. But still, she clearly looked uncomfortable. Listen, when it comes to women, the assertive ones win. Just shut up and watch, you non-popular nobody. I had already used up all the courage I had just to speak up. There was no way I could say anything more. The fact that someone like him was treated like the face of the sales team made me feel the world was truly unfair.
This is Ichinose, who's joining the sales department starting today. Everyone, please be kind to her.
The next time I saw Ichinose was exactly 1 week later. Apparently, new hires attend internal training on another floor, starting the afternoon of their first day.
Starting today, I'll be working in the sales department. My name is Chisato Ichinose. As a sales clerk, I'll be supporting the sales team. But there's one thing I'd like to mention up front. I'm not great with men, so I may come across a bit awkward. That said, I'll handle all work-related communication and conversations properly. I'll do my best to not cause you any trouble, so I look forward to working with you.
Ichinose's self-introduction carried clearly, even to where I sat on the same floor. Everyone looked a bit surprised, but her tone was calm and collected. In fact, I found her openness and honesty kind of admirable. Maybe she'd had bad experiences in the past because of her looks. At first, people were thrown off by Ichinose's statement, but her work interactions were sincere, just as she had said. Because of that, the men around her gradually got a sense of appropriate distance, except for one. Wanna grab lunch together? That Italian place near the station I mentioned. I got a reservation for today. One lunch break, despite Ichinose saying she wasn't good with men, Psyche pressed on without care.
No, thank you.
Oh, then how about dinner? Maybe just a drink or two.
Sorry, I don't accept personal invitations.
Just then, I overheard their exchange from the hallway. As I tried to head to the break room to help.
Kobayashi, good work.
Huh? Yes, good work. Ichinose seemed to have handled it herself and stepped into the hallway. And her expression caught me completely off guard. What's with that smile? That gentle smile, so unlike her usual self, made me open and close my mouth like a fish.
Is something wrong?
No, not at all.
Oh, Kobayashi, do you have a moment right now?
Sure. I just went along with it, but why am I having lunch with her? I followed Ichinose, thinking she needed help with a system issue. But to my shock, she had invited me to lunch. Having had zero experience with women, this was the first time in my life eating alone with one. What do I even talk about in a situation like this? What are your hobbies? What is this, a mixer?
Hobbies? On my days off, I like browsing at home goods stores. How about you, Kobayashi?
I tinker with broken electronics and stuff. I mean, probably not interesting. Sorry.
Broken electronics? I don't really know much, but do you use soldering irons and stuff? That's so cool!
She's all in. Even when I asked awkward questions like a total socially inept loser, Ichinose still answered kindly. Her kindness was angelic. So, you like browsing home goods stores in your days off? That's so stylish. Do you have any family or?
Family? Huh. Well, it's just me and my older brother.
I see. If you're this kind, I'm sure your brother must be a wonderful person too.
Yes, he's someone I respect far more than myself.
It was clumsy and pathetic, but somehow we ended up enjoying lunch together. Meanwhile, Psyche, at the end of the workday. Hey, why don't we grab dinner? Talking to some gloomy nerd like that isn't fun, right?
You're being too persistent. I've told you no multiple times.
Don't be like that. If you come with me, I could put in a good word with the higher-ups. She walked off. He kept trying to hit on Ichinose, only to be flatly rejected every time. That gloomy Four Eyes is getting cocky just because Ichinose was a bit nice to him. Whatever, I don't know what's going on, but a socially awkward guy like that'll bore her soon enough. I'm so annoyed. Wasn't someone free tonight? To blow off steam, Psyche started messaging a woman looking for someone to meet. Even after that, Ichinose often spoke to me. Still, I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No way, I've never talked to someone this pretty. Meanwhile, Psyche started openly directing hostility at me, likely because Ichinose seemed to like me. Man, that IT glasses dude is so boring, right? Makes sense he can only work with computers, since he can't talk to people. Honestly, I didn't mind a bit of trash talk. Kobayashi, the printer isn't working. Come help. When I rushed over after being called like that, it turned out the printer was just set to the wrong one. Oh, for real? Didn't even notice. My bad. Well, glad it was an easy fix. At first, I thought it was just a basic mistake. Internet's down or something? Fix it quick, yeah? Wi-Fi is just turned off. Huh, for real? Man, I suck with tech. Printer settings and Wi-Fi toggles don't usually change by themselves. Having two similar issues in a row made me suspicious. These kinds of mistakes never happened before. Was he messing with me on purpose? I decided to report it to my direct supervisor, just in case. Since it was only 2 incidents and relatively minor, he said we'd keep an eye on things for now. Then, a few days later, I got a call from Psyche saying a program wouldn't launch. So I went with the department head, who had been informed by my boss.
Psyche, you said your software won't launch, right?
Huh, yeah, it's been like this since this morning. Can't get it open at all. Maybe because the department head was there, Psyche was oddly meek and kept smiling. But that smile looked a bit forced to me. Let me take a look. It's just that the shortcut link was deleted. You can open it directly from the folder. That's a 2-click fix. Huh? For real? Oh, wow, thanks.
Psyche, it seems like these calls have been happening more often lately.
I'm really bad with computers. Sorry. But I mean, if you can't use something, it's normal to ask IT for help, right?
That's only if you really can't use it. You've never made calls like this before. Now suddenly you're calling Kobayashi like this. Whatever your intent may be, if your tech skills are really that bad, then they're unacceptable in a professional setting. Start by learning the basics from your own team, and from now on, don't call us for something this trivial.
Yes, I'm sorry. And so, we left the scene as the sales manager and his boss apologized deeply, having witnessed everything. I felt relieved that it was resolved, for now. A few days later... Wait, demotion and transfer? I was called into a meeting room by the manager, and my eyes widened. Because I'd just been told Psyche was being disciplined.
Yes, the decision was made yesterday. You're the affected party, so I thought you should know.
I see. Thank you. But isn't that a little harsh? What he did was minor, and there wasn't clear evidence it was harassment.
That's what we thought too at first. But we received evidence from compliance that the interference with your work was intentional.
What?
I have the recording. We have permission. Want to hear it?
Yes. The speaker played a recording of voices and distant laughter.
Dude, you've been calling IT Glasses Guy a lot lately. Is your PC okay?
Nah, nothing's broken. I just mess with settings so I can call him over. IT support jumps up the moment you give them work. It's hilarious. They're so easy.
Huh? Dude, seriously? That's messed up.
It was undeniably a conversation between Psyche and his coworker.
We also submitted evidence of his other harassing behavior. That's why the penalty ended up this serious.
Hearing that, I finally understood. With that much proof, it made sense. Thank you for letting me know.
You have a right to know being directly involved. No need to thank me. We'll be reinforcing our internal compliance training after this. Still, things could happen again. If they do, report it immediately to me or your supervisor like you did this time.
Grateful for the manager who had handled it properly, I left the meeting room. Meanwhile, Psyche was packing up his things for his transfer. Damn it, who the hell ratted me out to compliance? Due to the disciplinary action, today was effectively his last day. He was to report to a rural branch starting next week. It's not my fault. It's that nerd Ichinose been favoring. That scrawny Four Eyes. I won't forgive this. Apparently, what really got to him was my connection with Ichinose. Just then, he caught sight of her and smirked. Hey, Ichinose.
What is it?
Kobayashi told me to tell you. I want to talk. Can you meet me in the document storage room? Must be something important, huh? Of course, that was a lie meant to stir things up between us. Anyone could see Ichinose had feelings for me. If she went to the storage room thinking it was real and I never showed up, she'd think I was messing with her. But
I don't believe you.
why not? The guy you've got a crush on is asking for you. He's probably still waiting there, you know.
Because I know you are harassing Kobayashi on purpose. There's no way someone like you would be helping him.
Hey, how do you know I was harassing that guy? Don't tell me. You're the one who gave compliance the evidence? Saiki, who had always acted overly familiar with Ichinose, turned bright red when he realized the truth. You ratted me out for the harassment too, didn't you? I got transferred because of you. How dare you?
You brought it on yourself.
Shut up. Now I've got to go out to the sticks. How are you going to take responsibility for that? He had been trying to hit on Ichinose, but clearly he'd never been serious. Now, he turned on her in anger, and then... What are you doing? I was passing by after leaving the meeting with the department head. Yeah, you... Getting aggressive with a woman? That's completely out of line. I'm getting transferred because of her. What's wrong with venting a little? That's just you taking it out on her. Ichinose didn't do anything wrong. I used every bit of courage I had to stand in front of her and protect her. Chisato hid behind me. My heart pounded, but I knew I had to shield her no matter what. You, still choosing this gloomy Four Eyes over me?
That's because I love him.
What? You say love, but what do you even know about this guy? You only just met him.
I've never spoken to him directly before, but I've known about Kobayashi for a long time.
Where?
Kobayashi, do you remember knowing my older brother?
Your brother? Wait, is your brother Takuya Ichinose?
Yes! I saw you visiting my brother when he was in the hospital.
Takuya Ichinose. He was a friend from my university programming club. He was diagnosed with lymphoma in college. He worked for about a year after graduating, but the illness progressed and he was hospitalized. I used to visit him.
We passed each other in the hospital once. You probably don't remember.
A memory resurfaces in my mind. Takuya once told me this. I'm lucky. I've got great friends and family. But I have one regret. I have a younger sister. She's pretty, so guys always hit on her. And now, she's really bad with men. That'll make life tough for her. I wanted to help her get past it, but I might not have the time. I see, but you don't need to force it, you know. I don't think romance or marriage is everything. There are lots of ways to be happy. She can walk her own path, no pressure. And now I remember, on the way out, I passed a girl who looked like she could have been his sister. I was too awkward to look properly, and didn't remember her face, but she must have heard our conversation.
Happiness isn't only about love or marriage. That one line saved me when I was feeling lost about my future. Even though I struggle with men, ever since that day, Kobayashi never made me uncomfortable. In fact, I started feeling something strong for him.
And that's why you picked him? That's your reason for playing favorites with this loser? Saiki couldn't accept why he wasn't chosen. He tried to keep talking, but then...
Saiki?
One of the clerks appeared. What? I'm in the middle of something here.
There are 3 women at the front asking for you. They seem very upset and said they want to see a real Saiki.
Huh? 3? No way. You've got to be kidding me.
3 women?
Don't tell me. After hitting on Ichinose, he was dating 3 other women outside the company? Shut up. I did say I was breaking things off, but to come all the way here? Did they seriously leave work for this? We didn't know it at the time, but apparently Saiki had messily tried to break up with all 3 women he'd been dating once he got transferred. The women, who had been seriously dating him with marriage in mind, obviously asked why. Annoyed, Saiki blocked them all, and that drove them into a rage. That's not my problem. Just send them away. Can't you see I'm busy here?
But I don't think they'll calm down unless they see you.
That's your job to deal with. Does he think clerks are bouncers or something? Seeing him show zero remorse even after getting transferred made me recall something. Oh right, my boss said to report it if it happens again. Leaving the women aside, I'll be reporting that you're still harassing Ichinose. Wait, if you do that... You were lucky to get off with just a transfer. You could easily be fired for cause this time, but hey, that's life. No, please, don't! Ignoring his screams, Chisato and I walked off toward the department head. Later, Saiki begged desperately, but the clerk didn't back down. He ended up facing the enraged women in the lobby. Because he'd been dating them under the pretense of marriage, it was ruled partial fraud, and he was ordered to pay them compensation. What's more, thanks to our report, the execs were furious, and Saiki, who had gotten off with the transfer, was promptly fired. Damn it, you nerdy 4-eyes. I'll get you for this. He tried to hide the fact that he'd been fired, and looked for a new job, but couldn't explain why he left and found no offers. Now unemployed, he also failed to find a girlfriend, and spent his days alone. After reporting Saiki to the department head, I walked through the office with Ichinose. I overheard a bit earlier, so it was you who gave them the recording. Thank you.
Not at all. I just happened to have the chance since we're in the same department. But really, I should be the one thanking you. Thank you for saving me from Saiki. It's the 2nd time you've helped me now.
Don't mention it. So, you're Takuya's sister? He used to say he was worried about you being uncomfortable around men. He passed away 5 years ago, so... I wish I'd realized from your last name. Now that I look, you really do resemble him.
Yes. My brother told me when he was alive that you worked here, so I applied on purpose. I really wanted to work in the same company as you. I'm sorry if that makes you uncomfortable.
It's okay. That much is totally fine.
Also, hearing myself say I like you, Kobayashi.
Wait, that wasn't a slip of the tongue? A single word can protect someone's heart, and even save someone's future. Back then, I only meant to encourage your brother. I never imagined my words would end up saving her.
Even if you're not interested in me right now, I will win your heart someday.
Dating someone like her had always felt completely out of my league, but if I'm allowed to wish for it... I mean, I love how kind you are, Ichinose. And so, the two of us reunited, and we're just one step away from becoming a couple.
Welcome! Good food, good prices, and plenty of it. Welcome to Kawakita Izakaya. The sound of people having a good time and the smell of charcoal grilling drew me in. Before I knew it, I was opening the door. Just one person, is that okay? You bet. Hey, buddy, there's an open spot at the end of the counter. Go ahead and grab it. I'll bring you a hot towel once I clear this off, so just check out the menu on the wall till then. I kinda just walked in on impulse, but the owner seems like a nice guy, and everything on the menu looks cheap and delicious. My name is Mikio Tsubata. I've lived on my own for a long time, but I'm absolutely hopeless when it comes to cooking. I'm a 28-year-old office worker who never goes straight home after work and always eats out. Here's your towel. Decided what you want? Today's specials are the plum cartilage and the pickled red ginger tempura. Then I'll have those two and a draft beer, please. You got it. And here's your appetizer, marinated octopus with wasabi. Some days I try to save money by buying half-priced bento boxes from the supermarket, but I can't live on that stuff alone. I'm so lucky to have found a casual izakaya like this.
First time here, kid. This place is the best, ain't it?
It really is. The atmosphere is so warm, and the food is delicious. The elderly man sitting next to me, who seemed to be a regular, struck up a conversation, and I replied with a smile. After that, we chatted about this and that over beer and plum cartilage.
Hey, young man, you can really drink. Let me get you the next one.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly.
Don't be shy now. You're a young buck. Hey, owner, another beer for this kid on my tab.
I was so humbled when a woman who seemed to be a regular offered to buy me a drink. It was a small place run by just the owner, but maybe because of that, there was a real sense of community among the customers that made it feel so comfortable. Even though it was my first time, I made friends with a lot of the regulars, and before I knew it, it was closing time.
It's rare to see a young person come in these days.
Yeah, lately it's just been us old-timers, the same old faces.
The owner let out an indescribable groan. It was heartwarming to see how close they all were. Everything was so delicious, and everyone was so welcoming. It was a wonderful night. As the owner and regulars begged me to come back, my heart felt warm all the way to the end. From that day on, I started going to Kawakita and became one of the regulars myself. And then, about a month after I started frequenting the place,
Excuse me, is it alright for one person?
a young woman walked in. She looked like a high-class lady from a wealthy family. Hey, you guys weren't this surprised when I first came in, were you?
Well, of course. You're a friendly, ordinary office worker, in a good way.
That's what a regular who was so shocked he'd practically fallen off his chair told me. I decided to take it as a compliment. Of course. Welcome. Good food, good prices, and plenty of it. Welcome to Kawakita Izakaya. The owner, clearly not his usual self, personally and politely showed her to her seat. A complete 180 from how he treated me.
Oh, what's this tanuki statue? It's so cute. Is it the owner's pet or something?
Pet? I guess you could call it a pet, ha ha ha. She's never seen one of these before? She really doesn't seem like someone who's used to this kind of place.
Ah, that was delicious. Thank you for the meal. Owner, could I have the check, please?
The woman stayed for about 30 minutes, left looking satisfied, and then Kawakita went back to its usual self.
Wow, that was intense. She was a real beauty.
She sure was. And the owner was practically drooling, it was so obvious.
Hey, anyone would be like that if a beautiful young woman you're not used to seeing suddenly showed up. We all wanted to welcome her, but this time we just watched from a distance. I guess none of us knew how to talk to a refined, high-class young lady.
But in situations like that, it's the newcomer's job to be proactive and strike up a conversation.
Huh? So when you talked to me on my first day here...
That's because I was the newest guy here back then.
What? I'm so sorry. I just assumed you were one of the old-timers.
You shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
He's right. I'm just assuming she's a rich girl, but she might just be a normal girl. If I see her again, I'll talk to her. Just as the regulars made this place feel like home for me, I wanted to pay it forward. Or so I thought. The following week, I opened the door to Kawakita, and my eyes went wide.
Hey, you're late, kid. Over here, over here. Here, miss. This one's delicious too.
Oh my! I've never seen or heard of this before, but this sashimi looks delicious. I'll have some.
Regulars were all gathered at a table, and in the center of them was that young lady, drinking and having a great time. Owner, what's going on here? I can't believe it either, but she just came in a little while ago, made friends with everyone right away. So, although I was a step behind, I grabbed a beer and joined them at the table to introduce myself. Nice to meet you. I'm Mikio Tsubata.
I'm Seiko Kanazawa. The last time I was here, I was so taken by how warm this place is.
I know exactly what you mean. I felt the same way. It has such a warm and friendly atmosphere. But it seems like not many young people come here. Everyone was pretty nervous when you came in for the first time. She listened to my words with a gentle smile. It turns out she's 28, the same age as me.
If you'd like, you can just call me Seiko. I'm not a big fan of being called by my last name.
Alright, Seiko. It's a pleasure to meet you. No matter how many times I looked at her, the air of elegance about her screamed rich girl. But she was actually very friendly and nice.
Ho ho ho! Let's leave the young ones to it.
After seeing us hit it off, the regular smiled warmly and moved to a different table.
So, Mikio, do you come to this place often?
I do. I just happened to wander in one day, and now I'm completely hooked.
I get it. It has such a wonderful atmosphere. It's my first time in a place like this, but it's so comforting.
She's so beautiful. It might be rude to say this, but the contrast of someone so elegant being in a place like this is... yeah, it's nice.
Huh? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, sorry. By the way, have you tried this place's specialty, the pickled red ginger tempura? It's really delicious. I highly recommend it.
Pickled red ginger? What's that?
What? You know, the stuff that's always with yakisoba at food stalls? And don't you pile it on your beef bowls?
Huh? Why is it red? Is it just for looks?
It looks great in tonkotsu ramen, doesn't it? Wait, but with Ieke-style ramen, they use regular ginger. I wonder why.
Food stalls? Beef bowls? Tonkatsu? Licky? What?
Are you okay, Seiko? Hang in there. This woman is really out of touch. Too much to be just an ordinary woman. The more our conversation turned to everyday topics, the more things she didn't know. Seiko had a certain naivety about her. She must have just been raised in a high-class family and happened to not know a lot of things. That's what I thought when I asked her, but...
No, I had a totally normal upbringing.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry for being so rude. As I hurriedly apologized, Seiko, who probably had never had it before in her life, took a bite of the pickled red ginger tempura while telling me not to worry about it. And then...
This is delicious. So this is pickled red ginger.
I never thought she'd be so moved by her first taste of pickled red ginger. I was captivated by her reaction. To think the day would come when a young lady would enjoy it this much. Oh. The owner was moved to tears, and the other regulars, finding Seiko absolutely adorable, all started recommending their favorite dishes one after another. She's a little naive, but yeah, she's an honest and charming person. After that, Seiko started coming to the shop frequently, and quickly became the Kawakita sweetheart. A few weeks later, one evening, we were all teaching Seiko about the delicious parts of tripe after she asked, "What's tripe?" The regulars were laughing louder than ever, and I could tell that each of them cherished this time together. I myself had started coming to Kawakita more often. Just as I was thinking that, the shop door opened. Welcome. Huh? The owner's usual good food, good prices, and plenty of it catchphrase trailed off. Curious, I looked over and saw... What a depressing dump. Nothing but old geezers and hags. Huh. A punkish-looking guy standing at the entrance who clearly wasn't the type you could reason with. He seemed to be a new customer, and even the friendly owner was on guard, enough to stop his usual greeting. Table for one? You can tell how many people there are just by looking. Ugh, I'm beat. Bottle of beer, an ice cold one. Yes, sir. Right this way. With no intention of being considerate to those around him, the man plopped himself down at the counter with an intimidating thud. Watching him, the regular next to me whispered to me,
That's Kei Ikigari, the spoiled brat from Ikigari Industries. He's the son of a crooked demolition company owner who's infamous around here for making a killing. Rumor has it he's got ties to the Yakuza too.
Apparently, he was a notorious figure in the area. The once lively shop fell silent as everyone became wary of him. What would a guy like that be doing in a place like Kawakita? Kei Ikigari chugged his beer, then he scanned the room. His eyes landed on Seiko, and a smirk visibly spread across his face. Well, what do you know? There is a decent woman in here. Huh. Hey there, beautiful. Let's have a drink together.
Huh? Me?
Yeah, you. Come on, hurry up and sit next to me and pour me a beer. It tastes like crap when I pour it myself. The moment Kei Ikigari approached our table and tried to go toward her, I shot up from my seat. Hey, that's enough. Huh? Who do you think you're talking to? She's clearly not interested. This is a special place for all of us. Don't ruin it. Huh. Is she your girl or something? You two don't match at all. You look like a princess and a commoner. So what if we do? I don't think a princess and a punk are a good match either. I'm not just some punk. I'm a certified nice guy, damn it. Where? I thought, completely dumbfounded. Then, as if to back me up, the other regulars also spoke up.
You're not just dealing with him. We may be old, but everyone in this place is on her side.
That's right. If you cause any more trouble, we'll call the police immediately.
And your attitude is just terrible. You don't know the first thing about being a nice guy.
On the other hand, Mikio, you're more reliable than I thought. Protecting a girl. You're a true gentleman.
Let's not worry about me right now, I said to the regular with an exasperated smile. Kei Ikigari's face twisted in frustration again. What the hell? You all just say whatever you want. I was just talking to her. You've ruined my mood. Then, while your mood is ruined, how about you just leave? You don't want to get the police involved, do you? Kuh, what a pain in the ass. This is ridiculous. I'm not dealing with this. Slamming a 1,000 yen bill on the table, presumably for the beer, Kei Ikigari left the shop. That was startling. Seiko, are you okay? I let out a sigh of relief that Seiko was unharmed and turned around to find...
That was a first for me. Thank you all so much.
Seiko taking notes and seemingly excited by the new experience. Her expression caught me off guard. Apparently, it was the first time she'd ever seen a delinquent or a punk. Is she just that composed? Or did she not even realize what was happening? That guy might hold a grudge and be waiting for us somewhere. Mikio, you should walk Seiko home. Yes, of course. Seiko, shall we call it a night?
Thank you for today. Are those kinds of people what you call delinquents?
Yeah, something like that. Delinquents, punks, wannabe tough guys. The night breeze cooled us down. As I talked with Seiko, I kept an eye on our surroundings. Kei Ikigari was nowhere to be seen, and just as I felt relieved, a strange feeling washed over me. Even when I looked back, there was no one there, but I had this persistent feeling that we were being followed. Was it just my imagination? And so, we walked along the brightest streets we could find, making small talk. A few days later, as I was enjoying a drink with Seiko and the regulars as usual. Hey, I'm back to return the favor. With a loud crash, the shop door was thrown open, and Kei Ikigari was back. And this time, he had a few goons in tracksuits with him. A bad feeling washed over me. I put down my drink and focused my attention on them. We don't serve non-customers. Get out. Ugh. One of Kei Ikigari's cronies shoved the owner in the chest as he tried to refuse them entry.
Owner!
The owner was pushed so hard he was about to fall on the floor. But... oof, that... Are you alright, owner? Mikio, thanks. You saved me. I happened to be sitting nearby and managed to catch the owner just in time, preventing him from falling. Laying a hand on the owner, that's a serious offense. Are you aware of what you're doing? Kuh, you again? See? I told you this place was creepy. They're all ganging up on me, treating me like an outcast. His cronies laughed vulgarly, sizing me up from head to toe. What do you want? I don't want a thing from you. Hey, beautiful, you're coming with me today. Let's get out of this depressing dump and go to that members-only darts bar by the station. Maybe because he brought backup, he was clearly more aggressive and forceful than last time. A classic small-time move. After seeing how she reacted last time, you'd think he'd get the message. Huh? The peanut gallery needs to shut up. Peanut gallery is you, isn't it? She truly cherishes the time she spends here. If you're gonna stomp all over that with your muddy boots, I can't just stand by and watch. That's right. That was the night. What Seiko told me about how she feels about this place.
I've always dreamed of this. A warm time where I could eat what I love and laugh with people other than my family, without a care in the world. But it's strange, isn't it? Now it feels like a second family. A place where I belong.
She's a precious regular here too. But how can I protect her? There's a chance he's connected to the Yakuza, and rumor has it the police in this town are in bed with them. But it's just a rumor. My only option is to take a chance and call the police. Just as I thought that.
Thank you, Mikio. I'll take it from here.
Seiko? Seiko, who was bewildered by the sight of a punk for the first time, was now stepping forward with a dignified air, like a different person.
What are you doing, Seiko?
That's right, it's dangerous. Get back.
Oh, so you're gonna come quietly today? I like a woman who knows her place.
Yes. Let's have a chat, shall we?
The men's expressions slackened into lecherous grins, pleased by her elegant smile. But...
This is who I am.
Seiko politely handed a business card to Kei Ikigari and each of his cronies. A lawyer? You've gotta be kidding me.
Yes. I'm Seiko Kanazawa from the Kanazawa Law Firm.
Kei and his friend's jaws dropped in astonishment, but so did mine, the owners, and the other regulars. Seiko Kanazawa, the woman I thought was a refined young lady, was, in fact, a lawyer.
Ahem. Well, you are all surrounding me and restricting my freedom, which constitutes coercion. And trying to forcibly take someone away against their will is a crime of compulsion. Also, for the person who shoved the owner at the entrance, a charge of assault will be added.
Grr.
Oh, by the way, I'm recording this right now, but I also have footage from the last time you were here. Would you like to see it?
In Seiko's hand was a single pen. It was the same one she had when she was taking notes on the day she was harassed. It wasn't just a pen, it was a pen camera. At that moment, she had calmly been recording the situation. What? So you were pretending to be scared back then and filming me? A video of himself from the other day was displayed. Even Kei Ikigari's face turned pale as he realized the precariousness of his position.
Your actions today are also a clear case of compulsion. By the way, the crime of compulsion is often taken lightly, but Unlike coercion, it's not a crime that can be settled with just a fine. I'll have you know it's a serious offense, punishable only by imprisonment.
Of all things, to have a barrage of legal terms come from someone who looked like a sheltered young lady. Not only the flirtatious Kei Ikigari, but even we, her allies, were at a loss for words at the sheer gap between her appearance and her profession. What a crazy woman. Hey, you guys, we're leaving for today. As the men left, shouting some kind of parting words, a round of applause for Seiko erupted all at once.
Thank you, Seiko. That was amazing chasing them off like that.
Yeah, I knew she was different, but I never would have guessed she was a lawyer.
Everyone, I'm sorry for keeping this a secret. I thought about telling you, but I just couldn't find the right time. But when the owner was pushed and Mikio protected him, I knew I had to protect everyone here. Owner, were you injured?
No, thanks to Mikio catching me, I didn't fall. I'm perfectly fine.
Mikio, thank you. That was so cool.
Thanks, but in the end, you were the one who drove them away.
No, that's not it. The reason I was able to be brave was because you were there.
She was probably scared herself, yet she was still considerate of others, as I found myself captivated by her.
So, I have something I'd like to tell all of you now that this has happened. Is that all right?
I wondered what she would say as she looked at me and our friends at the shop with a gentle gaze. We all waited for her next words. Oh, I almost hit on a seriously crazy woman. After fleeing the shop, Kei Ikigari and his crew were squatting in a nearby park. Seriously, what the hell? There's no way to tell she's a lawyer just by looking at her. This sucks. Next time, instead of barging into the shop, maybe I'll just jump the girl on the street when she's alone. Just as his cronies were laughing along in agreement.
Honestly, the young miss is too kind, letting a bunch of punks like you off with just a warning.
A hulking man in a black suit appeared. He looked suspicious, and Kei Ikigari was instantly on guard. Who are you? I'm part of the security detail assigned to protect Miss Seiko Kanazawa. I was ready to jump in at the izakaya at any moment. Security? I saw everything that happened in the shop. It's my job to protect the young miss 24/7, 365 days a year. What young miss? I'm Kei Ikigari, the heir to the famous demolition company in this town. Don't underestimate me. I've already looked into that. Ikigari Industries is a subcontractor of a subcontractor of a subsidiary of our Kanazawa Group. It's absurd for the heir of a company that could be blown away by a gust of wind to defy the young miss of the Kanazawa Group. Kanazawa Group? That's right. Seiko was not only a lawyer, but also the daughter of the Kanazawa Group, one of Japan's leading corporate groups, a real-life heiress. The business card she had given him earlier didn't mention that title, and Kei Ikigari and his friends began to tremble, their faces pale. I thought you might disappear from the young miss's sight after this, but to think you'd say jump her on the street when she's alone. When I heard that, I had to come and confirm it with you directly, Kei Ikigari. And one more thing, now that they were closer, they could finally see each other's faces. The fear on Kei Ikigari and his friends' faces intensified. You couldn't be the Uchinata who rose from the underground fighting scene to become a world champion. What? You know who I am. It was almost 10 years ago, but, well, as you can see, I've kept up my training. Mr. Kanazawa, who was my sponsor, asked me to, so now I'm in charge of the young Mrs. Security, a bodyguard in a suit, you could say. Uchinata laughed heartily, but his eyes weren't smiling. They were the eyes of a man who had brought down many fighters. Faced with Uchinata, a fighter once hailed as the strongest human, the men completely lost their will to fight. They were on the verge of wetting themselves.
On top of your misconduct toward the young miss, you're going to have to answer for what you did to the owner of that shop. Oh, and by the way, even though I'm an old man now, I still keep my body in shape.
Yeah, you're still young. Ha ha. Hey guys, let's run. At those words, they scattered like spiders and fled the park at full speed. After that, Kei Ikigari, whose face was now firmly etched in Uchinada's memory, spent his days staring out his window in horror. He's out there again today. Give me a break. Apparently, Kei Ikigari's cronies were also being monitored day and night by Uchinada's subordinates. This is your fault for getting us involved. Take responsibility, you coward. Kei Ikigari's phone wouldn't stop ringing with calls like that. Furthermore, Kei Ikigari was sued for his misconduct at Kawakita, obstruction of business, assault, and so on, and was ordered to pay damages. At least if my dad doesn't get arrested. That's right. The reason he, who used to live in a mansion, was now living in a rundown apartment was because his father, the president of Ikigari Industries, was also tied to the Yakuza and was easily cut loose, leading to the company's bankruptcy. And the police, who were rumored to be in bed with the Yakuza, functioned properly and arrested him. Was it just a rumor, or was there pressure from somewhere? The truth remains a mystery. The Kanazawa Group? Now, as for us, on the night of the incident, Seiko had revealed the truth to us. She said that her life as the daughter of a conglomerate family had always been stifling for her.
She was forced to work at a subsidiary of the conglomerate, and even after becoming an adult, she was forced to have her driver take her everywhere.
So, she decided to take matters into her own hands and asked her grandfather, the chairman, to stop the chauffeur service if she passed the bar exam. And so, at the age of 27, she was finally able to experience going out freely on her own after work for the first time.
I had so much fun eating at all sorts of places, and that's how I found Kawakita. But I recently found out that instead of stopping the chauffeur's service, my grandfather had actually set up a private security company just for me. The security people from that company are secretly guarding me, so I'm fighting with my grandfather about it again.
Wow, a conglomerate can do something like that? Everyone was excited, but I was thinking about something else. Was that why I felt like someone was following me when I walked Seiko to the station for the first time?
I was afraid that if I told you all this, our casual relationship would change. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize. Besides, no matter who you are, if you let me, I'd like to keep having fun with you, just like we always have.
Mikio, of course! Regardless of my background here, I'm just a normal girl.
Ugh. No. We can't go on like this, Mikio!
Hey, Seiko. You better say it fast or this dance guy will never get it.
I fell in love with you at first sight, Mikio. That's why I kept coming here to see you.
What? The lively crew at Kawakita started whistling and cheering. Was I the only one who didn't know? I'm happy to hear that, but will your grandfather be okay with someone like me? I'm just an ordinary office worker.
That's what's so great about you. My grandfather does whatever he wants, so I'm going to do whatever I want to.
Saying that, Seiko suddenly hugged me. Everyone cheered and congratulated us. I'm happy, but I'm sure there's a scary security guard watching me from somewhere. I tried to pull away, scared, but Seiko clung to me like a playful child. Social status doesn't matter in love, but it looks like I'm in for some thrilling days before I can say that with confidence.
Entering university with a strong purpose, finding what you want to do, and getting a job at your desired company. That's surely the ideal image expected of young people these days. But now that going to college is becoming the norm, I wonder how many people actually have such strong wills. Everywhere is pretty much the same. At least I, Shion Fukaya, didn't fit that description. I enrolled into a university I passed just to look good for job hunting, and I just wanted to get into a decent-looking company. Today, I just vaguely came to a company briefing I had my eye on. That was supposed to be it, but... Huh?
Hello, students. I'm Yuki Kuriyama. I joined the company last year.
Seeing the woman appear for the typical senior employee greeting, I let out a small gasp and my eyes went wide. Because she was incredibly beautiful. No, I've seen beautiful women before, but it wasn't just that. I want her. The moment I saw her, my sixth sense told me so. It sounds ridiculous, but at that moment, I desired her from the bottom of my heart. Alright, I've decided. This is the reason I chose the company. Yes, it's truly silly. But for me, who has moved so strongly for the first time, this choice was the best, most optimal, and natural one.
I'm Sora Rikai. My previous job was in individual sales, but I wanted to learn corporate sales, so I changed jobs. Nice to meet you.
And so, in May of my third year at the company I successfully joined, a second new graduate 1 year younger than me joined mid-career. Even I, who joined with such a motive, am finally becoming a full-fledged employee. By the way, this is an insurance company. Before meeting her, I wanted a desk job, but to earn incentives and become a man worthy of her, I immediately changed my preference to sales.
Shion, I received a complaint about you the other day. They said their new rep Shion is very trustworthy and a great person.
One day, my happy boss reported that to me. For an insurance salesman, those words mean significant success, so the corners of my mouth naturally lifted.
I feel potential in you too. I'm expecting great things.
Thank you very much. Work is going well. So, how about my relationship with Miyuki Kuriyama, which was my original goal?
Shion, good work.
Good work. We're in different departments, but we built a good relationship as senior and junior colleagues, and...
Shion, can I go to your house today?
I started talking to her little by little when I was a rookie, and last winter, my confession was a huge success. Yes, the romance, which was the main reason I joined this company, was also proceeding quite smoothly. Yeah, of course. I might be late due to sales, so use the key and wait for me. Work and love are both going well, and I'm in great shape. I need to work harder to become a man worthy of Miyuki. Was that what rubbed him the wrong way?
People with lower education than me, I'll surpass them immediately.
Shortly after he was assigned, I was hated by Sora for some reason. He talks about low education. There are high school graduates in this company too, so from what I can see, he doesn't have a bias against education levels. So these words are directed at me, meaning I'm hated considerably. I see. One reason might be that he's also expected to do well by the boss. Another possibility, is it because I'm dating Miyuki? After all, Miyuki is a prize beyond reach in this company. It's no exaggeration to call her the Madonna. That's exactly why I didn't hide my relationship with her. If I can keep others in check, I have to. Miyuki, heading to lunch? Care to join me?
Shion? Yes, I'd love to.
But he didn't seem interested in Miyuki. Feeling his gaze, I went to lunch.
Sora, you're doing great.
3 months later, my numbers were finally surpassed by Sora. He had decent numbers last month. It seems he's the type who absorbs things quite quickly.
It's thanks to everyone's teaching.
He has that attitude towards me, but basically, he's honest. That's probably showed directly in his numbers. Thus, Sora continued to beat my numbers the next month, and the month after that. Meanwhile, Damn it, it's not growing at all. I had clearly hit a wall. Returning to basics, I've been reading books on sales until late at night recently. Should I try targeting individuals? No, maybe if it were a major company, but at a small to medium insurance company, that's unrealistic. Looking at the long term, if I don't overcome this current wall. It was relatively easy to produce numbers in my second year. because seniors and bosses pass down decent clients to me. So unless I made a major blunder, I could handle contract renewals and coverage reviews. That's why they say the third year is the turning point for new grads. What's wrong? Could it be that my innate trashiness is unconsciously leaking out? I'm fully aware I'm trash, fully aware I'm mediocre. That's exactly why I have to produce results. Hello? It was just as I was holding my head in my hands. Miyuki called, so I answered immediately.
Shion, sorry, even though I sent a goodnight text earlier. Were you already sleeping?
No, I was still up. Did you have a nightmare or something?
No, I tried to sleep, but I suddenly just really wanted to hear your voice, Shion.
That makes me so happy. You wanted to hear my voice, hesitated because of the time, but still called me, right? That basically means you really love me.
That is...
Miyuki, you hesitate to use the spare key, but I actually want you to use it more. That's how much I like you, Miyuki. So I'm really happy when you show me your love.
I see.
Yeah, that's right. So don't hold back on calling either. Middle of the night or early morning, whenever is fine.
Oh, jeez. That's too much, but... Thank you.
Hearing her relieved, happy voice makes me feel relieved too. I bet she's making a very cute face right now. It's a shame it's not a video call. Even if she's not wearing makeup, I was just about to ask to see her face when...
Shion, don't push yourself.
I think you've been a little tired lately. It seems like you're going to bed late. And even today you have work tomorrow, but you're still up.
I was startled by the words spoken in a worried tone. I thought I was hiding it well, but apparently, she saw through me.
Hardworking Shion is wonderful too. But if you get sick because of it, that would be terrible. Well then, see you at the office tomorrow. Thanks for the call. Good night.
After the call ended, I couldn't move for a few seconds while looking at the screen. And a few seconds after I started moving, I let out a huge sigh. Of course, not in a negative way. It's too cute. If you say things like that, it just makes me want to work even harder. Maybe she actually called just to tell me that. My love just keeps growing. Such a wonderful woman is truly wasted on me. After all, Miyuki is a high-class Madonna. She has those looks, a great personality, and she's good at her job. Plus, she graduated from a top-tier women's university. She's a truly wonderful woman. In contrast, I'm from a so-called F-rank university. Not just my brain, but my behavior and personality weren't exactly good either. Alright, one more push. So I will become a man worthy of her. Call me love-struck, I don't care. And so, I continue studying until late at night again today.
Shion, you're #1 this month too. 3 months in a row, not bad.
And a year and a half later, I had achieved the result of being #1 in the company for 3 consecutive months.
Your numbers are way ahead of everyone else. The reputation from customers is excellent too. It's all thanks to your effort and character.
Thank you very much. The slump lasted a while. There were months where my numbers didn't grow, or I couldn't even meet the quota. For a third-year employee, our company sets the quota around 2 contracts a month. I prevented 0 contracts no matter what, but when I fell to that level, I seriously wanted to die.
Everyone hits a wall. Your determination to barely prevent a 0 came through clearly.
I'm sorry. Next month, I'll definitely make up for this month too.
Thank you very much. I'll do my best next month too.
I managed to suppress the passion that made me want to scream, but inside, I was so ashamed I wanted to crawl into a hole. One of the reasons was that Sora's numbers were growing rapidly, inversely to mine. But the biggest reason was... it's impossible for Miyuki's boyfriend to be a bottom feeder, barely scraping by on quotas. There are plenty of other good men. At this rate, I might get her stolen by a good man who's aiming for her. No, I know she's not that kind of woman, but more than that. Miyuki would be embarrassed if her boyfriend was like this, right?
Shion, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you for your concern. Still, the reason I could keep trying was entirely to keep standing next to her.
Xion, you're number one again. That's amazing.
And by a landslide. What's your secret? Please teach me.
Xion,
Miyuki,
I saw the grades. Number one again. That's amazing.
because I had her existence, supporting me by my side, instead of showing disillusionment with me. I stopped my feet, which were walking to go to sales, in front of her and smiled at her. Thank you, but my slump was long. Thinking about making up for that, I still have a long way to go.
You're humble as always. That's why, let me say it again. I really respect that hardworking side of you. Congratulations on being top of the company, Xion.
Thank you, Miyuki. I opened my eyes wide for a moment because she purposely called me by my first name, but I quickly understood her intention. She's so cute, and feelings of pure adoration overflow.
Damn it, if it comes to this. I thought I should stop trying to beat him at work and talk to his girlfriend instead.
While I was in top form, as for Sora. That night, he was spilling his guts to the master at the bar he stopped by on the way home from work.
Well, hard work isn't always rewarded, you know. But Sora, what are you gonna do by talking to her?
It's decided, isn't it? Revenge. That guy seems to cherish her from the bottom of his heart. It looks like it's going pretty well, but she probably doesn't know that guy's true nature. Honestly, that makes me want to puke too. So, telling her will surely be for her own good. Then, if I can steal her from him.
Customer, you've had too much. You have work tomorrow, right?
After drinking water, he, quite drunk, took out his wallet. He seemed to still have his consciousness and finished paying without hesitation.
What is this about so formally?
During the next day's lunch break, I called Sora to an empty meeting room. Before work started, I told him I wanted some time. Sorry for taking your precious break time. Neither of us wants to take up too much time, so I'll be blunt. Sora, if you have complaints, say them directly.
Huh?
You've been openly hostile, only towards me from the start for some reason, haven't you? You politely gave a declaration of war, and since then, we've only interacted the bare minimum. But I know you glare at me sometimes. Some employees even secretly express concern to me. I could have let it slide, but I thought it was time we had a proper talk. Especially yesterday, you glare with quite a lot of hatred. I didn't say anything in front of everyone, but I can't just do nothing.
You say pretty self-righteous things. Are you getting cocky just because your grades surpassed mine a little?
Did you listen? Yesterday I saw you.
But we're talking like this because your grades are better than mine, right? Before, it wasn't like this, was it?
When I was in a slump, you had a triumphant look and didn't even consider me an opponent. That's why. Even back then, if you had looked at me with eyes full of such hatred, I would have called you out. He's implying your sore loser attitude increased as soon as you couldn't beat me anymore.
That's the part. I hate that nasty part of your personality. Acting all well-behaved like an honor student. It doesn't suit you. It's disgusting. I find it strange why no one notices. Trash should just act like trash, but you cleverly try to hide it.
Well, it's true I'm mimicking an honor student, so if my trashiness is leaking out, I won't offer any excuses, but obviously, we're working adults. As long as we work as adults, a certain level of common sense and decency is required. Plus, we're sales reps working as the face of the company. Why are you saying such childish things?
That is, it's because your trashiness is way worse than other people.
Oh, but if I'm leaking that much trashiness, wouldn't one of the bosses point it out by now? I'd expect complaints too, but I haven't received any of those.
That is...
A salesman sometimes needs debating skills. Sora is a salesman with good grades. Normally, he wouldn't make such full-of-holes arguments. Or is that just a facade? Actually, let's see. For example, just a personal grudge?
You noticed.
I tried guiding him, and he easily took the bait and stomped over to me. I actually don't like idiots and simpletons. I sigh internally, thinking this is a pain.
So you've been making fun of me internally like that all along, knowing my feelings.
Feelings?
Yeah, that's right. I've always loved her. I've loved her for a long time, and yet you rejected Mayuko so easily.
As Sora screamed and glared at me with hatred, I slowly got my gears turning. Mayuko. Searching my past, there was one person who barely rang a bell. Do you mean Ogawa? It was back in my student days.
I like you, Shion. Will you go out with me?
A female regular at a bar I went to sometimes. We didn't see each other often, but we'd chat if we met. I think we knew each other for about 2 years. One day, she confessed to me. Sorry. Since I didn't see her in that way, I refused. And after that, she stopped coming to the bar, and we never met again. Confessions aren't something you get often in life. So, Ogawa was the only one who came to mind. And judging by Sora's reaction, I was right.
Yeah, Mayuko Ogawa is my childhood friend. I've always loved Mayuko since way back, but Mayuko of all things fell in love with you at first sight. It made no sense. You just wandered in really occasionally, drank booze, smoked, said almost nothing, and left. Yet Mayuko fell for you. Just chatting a little with you made her fall harder. The feelings I've wanted desperately for years were directed at you so easily. Yet you rejected Mayuko easily. And of all things, now you're dating another woman and cherishing her. She was crying heavily, you know. When I asked her in a panic, she forced a smile and said she got rejected. Hey, why wasn't Mayuko good enough? Mayuko is beautiful too. She's the same age as Miyuki. Her university is the same as mine, so it's not that bad. You working desperately at your job, trying to be well-behaved. It's all for Miyuki, isn't it? If you can work that hard for a girlfriend, why do you reject Mayuko? If Miyuki is fine, then Mayuko should have been...
Wrong. It's not Miyuki is fine. It has to be Miyuki. If you care that much about Ogawa, you should understand. Sora, who had become emotional, widened his eyes at those words, as if coming back to his senses, and shut his mouth. I won't deny I was pretty much trash. I entered a bottom-tier university without any real purpose, and I smoked. That's why I'm desperate to become a man worthy of Miyuki. Just like it has to be Ogawa for you, it has to be Miyuki for me. I feel sorry about refusing Ogawa's confession. I intended to respond with my own sincerity. I knew she was serious, so I refused her clearly. I can somewhat imagine the anger of having the person you love hurt, now that I'm in this position, but... Stop directing misguided anger at me because of your personal grudge. No. I said that much, then reconsider that wasn't quite right. After thinking for a moment, I slowly walked up to Sora. I don't mind if you resent me, hate me. Our personalities don't seem to match anyway, so I don't care. I only wish for one thing. Do not interfere with us.
Interfere?
Interrupting my time with Miyuki, trying to lower my image in Miyuki's mind, or let's see. For example, trying to steal Miyuki from me or something. Thus, I left the meeting room. Left behind, Sora felt his hands trembling.
Why did he know? Where on earth did he...
Sweat trickled down his back. The empty meeting room in winter was awfully cold. After that, Sora had an appointment, so he managed to force himself to pull it together. But his sales results were terrible, so trying to tighten his focus again, he was working overtime to prepare for tomorrow's appointment when it happened.
Sora, good work.
Miyuki, good work. If you're looking for Shion, I think he went straight home today.
Yeah, I know. I actually have something I want to talk to you about. Want to walk to the station together?
Receiving an unexpected invitation from Miyuki, he nodded while bewildered. He nodded despite being warned by me during the day, because the devil inside him whispered that if it was an action from Miyuki, it wouldn't be a problem.
Sorry to make you walk with me so suddenly.
No. More importantly, what do you want to talk to me about? Is it perhaps about Shion?
Yes, it is. I have a favor to ask you regarding him.
Leave it to me. Shion was a man with problems after all, wasn't he? What should I do? Should I find his weaknesses, or help you break up? The opponent is tough, but it's okay. I'll help you as much as possible.
You tell funny jokes. That's not it. I want you to go out with Mayuko Ogawa.
Did you hear that from Shion?
No, but you were talking about that to him this afternoon, weren't you? From what I heard, you aren't dating that person, right? The reason is that she still has lingering feelings for Shion. Am I wrong?
Not wrong.
I see. My intuition wasn't wrong after all. I can't forgive that such a woman exists in this world, because there's a chance she might try to steal Shion from me.
Eep.
Seeing the face of Miyuki looking back at him, Sora realized it too. Yes, Miyuki is obsessive and a yandere. As we continued dating, it accelerated, and now she has a wiretap on me.
She's very charming, right? Then maybe if they meet again, his heart might be moved. I absolutely cannot stand that. It's also unforgivable that you tried to recommend a different woman to him, but I'll close my eyes to it this time. Instead, keep a tight leash on that childhood friend of yours. If she finds another lover, you don't necessarily have to be the one, but it's safer if you become her lover, right? That way it's easier for you to monitor her, and I won't have to do anything inhumane.
Understood.
Oh, really? Thank goodness, thank you. I really love him. No one else cherishes me this much. He's a gentleman and very kind, but sometimes a rough tone comes out. That's nothing but a wonderful gap, isn't it?
Sora understood. This was her indirect way of blaming him for calling me trash.
Plus, recently he's getting better at work. He's becoming more and more wonderful, and I'm so worried I can't stand it. Of course, I'll continue to make efforts to become a more wonderful woman too. You also will do your part, right?
Yes.
Satisfied with Sora's reaction, Miyuki walked alone to the station. A wave of exhaustion washed over Sora's body. Even after the source of terror left, his cold sweat wouldn't stop. The reason became clear immediately, because... Didn't I tell you? I was the one who called out to him as he couldn't stop sweating. At my appearance with too perfect timing, the blood drained completely from his face. Don't interfere with us. And yet, of all things, you...
I'm terribly sorry.
Result, a vigorous Dogeza with a trembling voice. He didn't understand the logic of why I was there, but he understood instinctively that it would be really bad to get involved with us any further. Thanks to him losing the will to fight, he stopped glaring at me at the office.
So, Sora, you were that kind of person.
No, wrong. This is...
But he still had the problem of Ogawa, which Miyuki asked him to handle. Sora decided to introduce different men to Ogawa, thinking to find someone worthy of her. And to distract himself from that irritation and suffering, he played around with other women, but that was a mistake.
To Sora, I was just a childhood friend after all.
Being kind when someone is heartbroken is a standard tactic, but what he was doing was exactly that, without realizing it. He thought Ogawa still had lingering feelings for me, but her feelings had changed long ago.
Well, it's my fault I couldn't confess. Thinking what if I got rejected again and lost my childhood friend too? So I was consulting him about it, but... Sorry. I can't stand people who just play around. Let's stop contacting each other. Don't get involved with me anymore.
Thus, Sora, having lost even his position as a childhood friend, lost his motivation and quit the company. Hearing rumors and seeing on SNS that Ogawa dated, got engaged to, and finally married the man he introduced and became happy, he was left all alone, simply regretting his past self.
I never thought Shion would love someone this much.
As for me, I was scouted by a famous company recently, and both my romance and work are proceeding smoothly.
I can't believe that rough, unsmiling Shion changed this much. After going to the company briefing, suddenly wearing fake glasses and declaring, "Oga, I'm gonna be reborn," was a masterpiece.
Shut up. He's Oga Sakashita, a bad friend from my student days, and he's been entrusted as the manager of this bar for a few years.
Well, it's funny to me, so it's fine. So, judging by that attitude, no wiretap today?
I took them all off. Isn't it cute, loving me that much? I noticed wiretaps were being attached before I knew it, so recently, it's been a battle of offense and defense. I feel more happy than anything, but since there's a high chance I'll show my trashy side, I want her to wait a bit longer.
You guys are both Manhera makers. So, is that the proof photo in exchange?
That's right. Well, I really don't want to do things to make her anxious, but I have something to consult you about today. Actually. Miyuki Kuriyama, I'll give you my everything. So will you give me your everything? Please, marry me. About 3 months later, before changing jobs, I proposed to her. The consultation I had with Oga that day was about this.
I'm so happy. Of course I'll give you my everything. Yes, please.
People uniting is a miracle, because you never know if your feelings will be accepted. Furthermore, the probability of having feelings returned is even lower. And behind those miraculously united, there are probably people born who are heartbroken and living in sadness. That's why I want to keep making efforts so this person continues to think of me and cherish her forever and ever.
By the way, does giving everything mean I can attach wiretaps too?
Of course, but don't get disillusioned, okay? In exchange, can I attach one too?
Yeah.
By the way, why did I strongly desire her that day? It's obvious because she's very charming, but perhaps my instincts sniffed out that she would accept me.